she drives. She made it all the way from there to here. Well, as you can see, and if you're following along in the previous videos, I'm going ahead with the wiring, and I've got this connector connected already. I have the heat shrink on it. Had a little trouble with one of them right there, but I put some liquid tape on what I couldn't get. It was a little bit too small of a heat shrink tube I put on it, but the others come out good. I'm going to tape them up and wire loom them when I get them all done. Right now I'm working on this 5-wire configuration here for that plug right there. And what I'm using is my soldering iron, and I'm also using another soldering iron. This is a temperature soldering iron that I use for working on circuit boards because it has hot air. I'm using it for shrinking the tubing. But I got something else I want to show you as I progress along here. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of these probably, and then show you something. In my bucket of stuff, I've got my heat shrink tubing, I've got my wire loom, 3 different sizes, all kinds of colored heat shrink tubing, and here's what I got here. This is a mini heat gun, and it came with, a whole bunch of these little guys right here. Supposedly they have solder in the middle. You heat it up, it flows to each end, and it makes life easier, and it heat shrinks at the same time. Wahoo. So I don't know. Supposedly you can use this gun to do it. I will find out if you want me to. Like I said, I've got all those that are working for me, so on one of these connectors I'll go ahead and maybe give this gun here a try. But for the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put one of those together normally. Okay, I got this solder connection done. There's many ways of connecting wire, 2 pieces of wire together. These are 2 different size wires. But anyway, I got this one soldered the way I think it'll hold for me, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend it over with my thumb like this, and then I'm going to slide my heat shrink tubing over it like that, and it should be done. Then I just heat it with my gun, and that gun right there, 400 and some degrees, and it should be done. But maybe I should try the new heat gun. What do you think? Let's try an unboxing here. It comes with different tools. Up there. Okay. Those are good. Those can get behind the wire. If you don't have those tools, it's going to make this heat gun less efficient, I'm sure. And instructions in the box. Yeah, everything's just what comes to mind anymore. Just say what comes to mind. Okay. Oh my God, look at that. A June bug just tried to fly in here. I don't know why they bother. Go away, June bug. Just leave me alone. Look at this. Ah, jeez. Oh, nice little stand. Okay, figured that out. And then a nice cord. Let's hope it's long enough. Okay. How long is the cord? Well, it goes from there to there. I would say the cord is probably about, I'm looking at it, maybe 3 feet, maybe. That's my opinion. Could be, you know, if it's twice that size, it'd be really good. So now I got to bring my cable around here. And this must be the on-off switch. Looks like probably two. Let's see. Maybe this way, read the instructions. I'm going to guess 2 heat settings. Did you see that? Okay, I'm going to guess it 1 and then 2. Okay, I'm going to say 2 heat settings. Don't know. Do not know, but I'll find out. Okay, let's go plug this in. If you want to try one of these out for yourself, I'll leave a link at the bottom of this description of this video. It's down there. Anyway, this first switch is a high and a low, I guess. And I'm just going to go and put it on high. Anyway, this is a relatively inexpensive tool. I got those connectors and this heat gun for, I think, around $20. So, if it works, it's worth it. High speed. There goes my cable. I knew this would happen. Okay, that's what happens when you got a short plug or short cable, electrical cord. There we go. Short cord. High speed. Well, I'm impressed. I couldn't get back into here because I'm too close to the wire, but this is just one connector. They make another connector that is like a little blower thing. Let's try that one, see how it works. Wait for this one to cool off. And hey, I got a pair of pliers. That's not what they're for. I use these pliers to get this connector loose from here because it was in the way of my soldering. So, let's see what happens here. I'm going to put this connector on the end and see if I can finish up right here at the end here. But I'm impressed so far. That was right there. When I've been using my other heat gun there, it's just got that pointy tip on it. It works, but this thing got right down to business quicker. All right. Okay, let's try that one tip worked pretty well. Let's try the little blower tip on it. And look, it's even got a foot stand. There we go. High speed. Well, I finished it off somewhat. I believe I like the other tip better. This one's fine, but I'm getting awful close to the rest of the wires down in here, so I'll leave that alone. It's still warm. Wow. I'm impressed. I like that. Nothing wrong with this. So, what should we do next? What should we do next? I have such a little wire to work with here. It's scary. Maybe I'll add a section of wire. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, I chose what I thought might be the proper size for the connector. Proper size connector, I mean. Anyway, I have 2 different size wires. So you supposedly just slide one in this way, and then you slide the other one in this way. So they meet up, I guess, in the middle somewhere. like that. And like I said, I added an extra piece of wire here just in case things go awry. Let me get my heat gun ready. We'll give her a try. I see the wind's coming up, so that's going to screw with the video. Hopefully not. I've enjoyed pretty much a calm morning out here, but things are starting to warm up and the wind's starting to come up, and I just don't know if I'm going to get all this done. Okay, the heat gun is on high. Hold one thing with my knee. Oh, come on. Guys, I can't tell. It looks like the solder did melt, but did it melt enough? I don't know. There goes my cord again. Would have been nice to have a longer cord. Keeps coming loose from my power. Let me zoom in on this. Hang on. See if you guys can tell. I have a pretty good zoom on this, but the camera's getting kind of old. Just like the operator. All right. I can't tell. It looks like it did melt the solder. And can I trust it? I don't know. I know I can trust the other way. I could leave this one wire out and check it from time to time. I mean, out of the wire loom, because if I put a little wire loom around it, I could just leave this pinched out and I could give this a tug every once in a while. Anyway. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on with the rest of the wires. I have 3 more to go. I'll give this a tug once I put the camera down, and if it comes apart I'll let you know. If it don't, well, it worked, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones with the regular stuff I've been using. I will say this little heat gun does a wonderful job of melting that heat shrink. That tool on the end of it gets right around there and just melts that heat shrink like right now. And if you got room to work, like right here, it works real well. Getting close to where I was down in there, it's hard to get to the end without melting other stuff, so maybe the car will still run. I don't know. Made it over to here. It does drive. So, okay. Hey, let me get finished with this and I'll show you what I have when I get done. Well, I got the back part done. The wires, I got them bundled up. There was a lot of wire there. I ran out of big wire loom, but I need to do some more taping on it too, but I want to make sure the car runs before I do that. I'll do that off camera. And up here, I've got those all shrink wrapped, and of course I got that one little thing there that I showed you. I put a piece of shrink wrap in that line somewhere just in case I needed it in the future, but I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. Here we go. I put it right there. In case this does not hold, I'll just redo that connection, but I think it's holding so far. I pulled on it, it did not come loose. So what I need to do is I need to bundle these up a little bit, make them look a little nicer, and then I'm going to see if it'll start. So, be right back. And I'm back. I got them all done. I'm not happy with the back yet. I'm not finished with it. A lot of wires back there, and they're hard to get to wrap. I'll get it. But anyway, the front I got okay, I think it's doing all right. Got that so I can look at it, keep an eye on it. And yeah, this will plug into the, it'll plug in right there. Little sensor. MAF, max airflow sensor, MAF, M-A-F. Ford's got MAF and MAP. So this is just MAF. I can never for the life of me get these covers to go on properly. Anyway, so I'm going to give it a start, see if it runs. And if it does, I'm going to put that air cleaner back on, plug it in, and try it again. Move my tools out of the way. And this is an ordeal. Now all I got to do is the ones that are chewed way in the back over there, and then way in the back over there. I have to take the tires and the wheel wells off on that one. And check the fluids. I'm going to vacuum it out and move it back where it belongs for right now. And I'll come back on it later, so stay tuned for more on this, because I'm not done. And if you got anything out of this video, be sure and subscribe, and it helps me out. So thanks for watching, and this is Steve AZ. Can they drive? And yes, this one did drive. It drove from point A to point B. Anyway, bye for now.